Oh, I'm already recording. What's up, y'all? It's your girl KiaraaSkye, and I'm back again with another video. My shirt is dirty from the Get Ready With Me video, and please ignore this hand. Just ignore this hand. Just ignore it. We're gonna get it together.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
I've gotten a lot of good feedback on story times on my channel. Looks like I'm gonna be a story time YouTuber. Today is definitely gonna be a story about Max. If you don't remember Max, go check out the story time of when she thought I took her man from her. Well, he wasn't a man. I actually have a couple of videos, story times on Max, only because they're looking back on them now, they're kind of funny. Some of them helped me realize how much I've grown. Max is my first ex-boyfriend. Me and Max met, or Max and I met when we were 13. Yeah, we were 13. We were together for 5 years. January of 2017, we broke up. He has a beautiful relationship with this girl. I don't know if he's gonna see this video. He's probably not. And if you do, hey Max. This one was earlier when we met. This was my first time finding out I was even being like cheated on. This was my first relationship, like first real relationship. He broke my heart.
That's not cool.
A lot.
That's not cool.
Back then, Uvu was it, baby. Whether you had iPhone or not, Uvu was it. But I didn't have iPhones. I know a lot of people that had iPhones that was still on Uvu. I guess to get in contact with their Android friends. My phone was broke when I met him. When we met, I didn't even like have a phone. And that's embarrassing. I had to download Uvu onto the computer. And that's how I talked to him. One of my friends at the time told me to get BlueStacks. BlueStacks at the time was like downloading your phone onto your computer, and you can have all the apps that you would have on your phone on your computer. Now BlueStacks isn't that. BlueStacks now is like a game downloading thing. I think I probably just had Kick so I can talk to him, and then I had Uvu. Is that even how you say it? Is that how you pronounce it? Uvu? Ovo? Uvu? I think it's Uvu. After school, I would go home and call him. One day, he went outside to play basketball. Or I think I called him and he was already outside. What you doing? He was like, oh, I'm with my sister.
Stop the cap.
Your sister? It's this girl that lives in his neighborhood. She stayed like a couple houses down or so. She was like, we play basketball together. So, is it raining outside? No, it's not. You know, he was like, oh, you know, me and my girlfriend, this is Kiaraa. We're gonna name her Anna. And I'm really cool. So I was just like, what's up, girl? Hey. And she was just like, oh, hey, like, you're so pretty. Oh, Max, your girlfriend is so pretty. Like, me and your girlfriend gonna be best friends. This and the third. I mean, faking it, like, milking it. So I was just like, at some point, they both go home, but me and him are still on Uvu. And she joins the Uvu call. So I was just like, now you're violating, because this is my time to talk to my man. Not my man. My boyfriend. He's not a man. My boyfriend. You're violating. He was just like, oh, you know, can y'all get to know each other? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. You like mom's behavior? Wow, I like mom's behavior. You're a cheerleader? Wow, I'm a cheerleader. He said, oh, you know what's also crazy? The both of y'all have little brothers. You have a little brother? Wow, I have a little brother. Like, he was trying to put all these things that we had in common together to make it seem like we would be like the best of friends. And honestly, I feel like this is a part of his scheme. Like, I feel like he knew what he was doing. He definitely knew what he was doing. He was just like, oh, I feel like y'all be good friends. Y'all should talk. Blah 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 blah. So me being me, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking at all. I'm 13, and well, I think at this point I'm 14, but I'm just like, okay. Me personally, I'm good at saying, oh, okay, yeah, we'll talk, and I would never text you. I would never call you. I would never do anything like that. Not intentionally for some people, but some people it's intentional. And with her, it was intentional. I didn't want to talk to her. The next day from this phone call, she definitely texted me on Uwu and was like, hey, girl. And I was just like, hey. And she was like, oh, how was school today? And I was like, good. How was yours? Like, I was just shocked that she even texted me. I tried to call him, but I think he was talking about how he was having basketball practice or something like that. So I couldn't call him. I almost want to say, if I can remember correctly, she called me.
Nah, motherfucker, bitch.
And I was confused as to why she called me. So I texted him. I said, hey, why is she calling me? And he was like, answer the phone. Maybe she wants to talk to you. Like, answer the phone. One night, he called me. He was acting weird. He was acting strange. What's up? And he was like, oh, Anna's calling me or texting me or something like that. And I was just like,
so I'm like,
yo, mom.
so then I think I had to go somewhere. I probably had to go to the store or something. And I was like, hey, I'll call you back. At this point, I had my phone. At this point, I had a phone. So I was like, hey, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to go, to the store or wherever it was I went. And when I called back, he answered the call with her on the call.
I would like you to contact my family members while I'm in jail.
She didn't say anything and he didn't say anything. Like, you know how when you're... So y'all know when y'all on Uwu, y'all can text behind the call. Like, y'all can text while you're on the call. They were texting back and forth. It was obvious now that I'm older and I'm thinking about it, they were texting back and forth because they weren't even saying anything on the call. So I'm sitting there looking like an idiot and I was just like, hey, like, is anyone gonna say anything? Why are y'all quiet? Like, what was y'all doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then she left the call, then he left the call. So then I called him back and then they're on the phone.
You must think I'm dumb.
And then when he answered, he left. So then he texted me and said, y'all talk. And I was just sitting like a bump in a log like this. And she was texting him behind the phone call. She ended up leaving the call. So after that, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play phone tag with y'all. I wanna say he probably called me back, but I didn't even answer. No. So I'm assuming they got on the call again and, it was what they wanted. They got on the call and talked to each other without me. Then that Sunday, when we were at church, he seemed, all right. But then when I came home, I sent him a text and I said, hey, like, I miss you. And he was like, yeah, about that. I want to break up. Break up? Why? Why do you want to break up with me? Why? My feelings were actually pretty hurt because I didn't even know what for. He gave some rinky-dink excuse as to why we had to break up, and it hurt my feelings actually because I really liked him, so it hurt my feelings a lot. Like, I called my friend and she was like there for me. She was like, bump him, like, you're a good person. You were probably like a really, really good girlfriend to him. Bump him. It's okay. Whatever. Cool. Y'all. I don't know if it was the same day or the next day. I would love to say it was the next day. I was getting ready to call my close friend at the time. This is going to annoy me. I was getting ready to call her on Uvu. Because of how Uvu organized, I had to pass everyone, including his and her name, on Uvu to get to her. She was literally the last person on the list, due to her last name. I want to say his name would come up before hers. Y'all, when I passed his name, it had a date on it. And you know how Uvu, if y'all remember how Uvu was set up, it was like you have like a little bio, your picture, your name, and then you have like a little bio under it or something. The date that was on there was like, okay, so say it was today. The date that was on there was like yesterday's date. You feel what I'm saying? Who did you get with already? Like, we just broke up. So I'm scrolling, that kind of hurt my feelings. And while I'm scrolling, I'm like, it better not be.
Stop it!
It can't be.
Stop it!
And then I got to her name, and it had the same date on there.
That's not cool.
So I'm like,
Yeah, man.
my heart dropped, like, in my butt. My feelings was so hurt. Are you serious? So you had me meet your side chick? Like,
I would like you to contact my family members while I'm in jail. I think this, here's a pen. Oh, here it is. Here's a pen if you need to. I'm gonna underline these names because...
really, Darius?
No, I mean, so she doesn't answer all the time. So you're gonna have to try her twice.
Darius, you better stop playing with
Somebody's
me.
going to jail.
It hurt my feelings, y'all. I called my friend. I told her. I was like, so he got a girlfriend. And I explained to her how the girl I met, Anna, is his new girlfriend. And she was just like, what? He's trash. How could you introduce a girl that you like to your girlfriend? Like, you're trash. And I was just like, yeah, that is trash. Quite unfortunate. Like, I was just super sad. But why would you let me meet a girl that you like? And I was supposed to be your girlfriend. That's dirty. But we were kids, so I don't want to say I'm gonna put it. I don't even want to give them the excuse that we were kids. That's just common decency, I feel like. Like, that's just, you don't do that. I want to say they were probably together for like a month or so. And then, like, I moved houses and everything. And I said all of that to my friend, like, yeah, bump him. I'll find someone better. Like, I'll do better, you know, just to get back with him.
Stop it! Stop it!
That's the story of how I met Max's side chick. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, subscribe to your girl. Go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and hit that bell to be notified so that way you guys can be notified every time I post. Now we'll see you guys in the next one.